Alright, man, this is what I'm gonna say, this is what I'm gonna say. Get you focused in, hey man, let's get it. This is what I'm gonna say. Get you dialed in, monkey in a ride. Listen, man, get you focused in, hey man, let's get it. Listen, man, get you dialed in, monkey in a ride. Man, this is what I'm gonna say. Get you focused in garage gym horny mode. Get you dialed in, monkey in a ride. Listen, man, get you focused in, hey man, let's get it. Listen, man, get you dialed in, monkey in a ride. Man, this is what I'm gonna say.
What up, what up? Oh, it's Garage Gym, homie, and today we're reviewing historic, I think it's historic Labz. Let's see here. Look at this. Historic Labz non-stim pre-workout. Is it worth it? Before we get into this here, please click the subscribe button. I got content coming out all the dang time for you, man. All the dang time. Historic content, homie. Content that comes from here. Not from here, man. Comes from here. Is it worth it? Before we get into this, oh wait, I already said that. God bless all of you. So click subscribe and let's get into this. I'm on one, homies. Hey, man, let's talk about the facts. God bless the fine folks at Historic Labz, and very nice design. Simple, very simple, but it has a nice look to it. It looks historic, homie. This looks like an artifact you'd find somewhere. You'd see it in a museum or something. Look at that, man, on display. That looks nice right there. And I recently reviewed their historic pre-workout. I have their high stim pre-workout. I have their non-stim pre-workout. This is a tall tub, man. I mean, this is really a tall tub. And we're going to talk about the facts. Look at this. Veteran owned and operated. God bless their souls, man, and God bless yours. I like that, man. And before we get into it, this was a peach rings flavor, homie. Peach rings. Wait a second, homie. Peach rings. That's what we used to call you in the pen, son. Peach rings. I remember you, peach rings. How you doing, peach ring? Ha ha, homie. Hope you're doing better now than you were then, peach ring. No, for real though. Solid flavor, pretty standard peach rings from what I recall. And, you know, I just chug it down, and I've stacked it, so it's hard to tell, and I've used it by itself. Only ran it twice, and both experiences aligned. And I'm going to continue to use it because I really, there's a couple things in here I really like, and reasons that I liked it. I'm going to talk about that. And it tasted, I would say, 80% peach and 20% rings. So a lot more peach than the rings. Very little rings in it. They got to get the ring ratio better. We want 50% peach and 50% ring. I'm just kidding. A solid flavor. You'll be just fine. Good flavor. And this company, man, they're geared toward like healthy, homey, more daily driver, regular use pre-workouts. Nice, well thought out formulas. They use a lot of trademarks. They're not cheap formulas. And we're going to talk about the facts, man. Scoop size. They're not doing that 1 scoop, 2 scoop, redfish, bluefish, Dr. Seuss mumbo jumbo. 1 scoop, homie. 1 scoop. I hope they got the message that this is in Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, or whatever the heck you're watching at home. Are they talking facts or feelings, man? Is this the Howard Stern blend? Is this the Rachel Maddow blend? The Fauci blend? Is this the Women on the View blend? Whoopee! Get over here, Whoopi. GGH is horny. All right, man, I'm on one. Settle down, Garage Gym, homie. Look, man, they're talking facts. God bless them. Fully disclosed label. 1 scoop, 15.5 grams, which is a nice, it's good because at 15.5 grams, you could pack a lot in there, but it's still light enough where you can use it stackable or by itself, homie. And I've done it each once. One way of each of those. All right, man. I'm on. All right, 25 servings in a container, man. Not 20, homie. Not 21 like Alpha Lion does. 25. 25, homie. All right, man, here we go. L-citrulline malate, 2-to-1 ratio, 6 grams, man. So that's 4 grams of citrulline, 2 grams of malic acid. And I'm going to tell you, in my personal experience, I've taken things with 10 grams of citrulline that pump heavy. I've taken things with 10 grams of citrulline that you can hardly feel. I've taken things with 4 grams of citrulline that pump harder than 10 grams of citrulline. So don't look at the label, you homies, you soft, sorry son of a guns on Reddit. Oh, I wish they did this dose. You think you know everything, but you haven't taken the product. So I'm trying to tell you, 4 grams of citrulline, if you know how to activate them pumps and do the reps, you're going to bring the best out of that citrulline. That citrulline going to bring the best out of you, son. Then you got Beta Pure. They're using a trademark name for betaine anhydrous, 2.5 grams. That's for the power output. Hydroprime, another trademark for the glycerol, 2 grams. So that's that pump. First of all, glycerol also gives endurance besides a pump. It gives that swole pump, more of that wet pump mixed with the citrulline we're going to find out here. Then nitrosogene, another trademark of that arginine, 1,500 milligrams. So that arginine citrulline mix is going to give you some heavy nitric oxide production, homie, plus that glycerol. Lion's mane, man, lion's mane. I didn't even taste any lion's mane in here, I don't think. My taste is only okay, though. Good nootropic, man, 600 milligrams is a solid dose. Here, I really like, man. This is a really solid ingredient. I'm going to tell you, it's not a cheap ingredient. Because I know a thing or two about formulating a few supplements, homie. And I've looked into this Genius Pure, and it is an expensive ingredient, 350 milligram. This is 90% standardized alpha GPC, which gets you focused in, dialed in, thinking about the weights, and forgetting about your Tinder dates, homie. Really nice ingredient, man. I think this alpha GPC, something is to this trademark, seems to work better. I've tried a few products with this now. I think the other one I tried too was by them. Seems to work better than regular alpha GPC at 600 milligrams, this 350. It's a nice ingredient, dude. I really like it. Synactive, which is good for recovery too, 100 milligram, nice dose of Synactive. And estrogen for the absorption, 50 milligrams. So 5, 6, 7 ingredients plus the estrogen, 8. Really nice formula, dude. This is something you can, and there's no betas in here. I told him at Historic Labs, homie. I said, you gotta feel the betas to be an alpha. They said, pump your brakes, GGH. We ain't into betas over here. I said, all right, man, all right. But that's kind of nice too, because that makes it stackable for me. So I can throw this on top of a pre-workout that has beta-alanine. So I really like that. Everything in life has pros and cons. You know, if I'm training completely non-stim, I do enjoy the beta-alanine experience because it kind of tricks your brain when you feel the beta tingles that you're like getting ready to, like you took a pre-workout, you know? So everything has pros and cons, but it's stackable. So it's not heavy on the stomach, and I'll just show you here. Oh, and before I forget, it does have, it's pure powder. So definitely pure powder, none of that glycerol, like moist powder, or any of that. Pure powder. But the other thing I'm going to say is the scoop size is 15.5 grams. A level scoop was exactly 15.5 grams. I threw it on the dope scale, homie. I wasn't monkeying around here. So look, man, this is what I'm going to say. I'm going to say this is what I'm going to say about this. The boy is freaking solid, dude. It is a great, I swear, this is one of those freaking pre-workouts where you feel a dialed in feeling when you're training non-stim, which is really nice. I think it felt like my brain was activated. I'll tell you that right now. The nootropics in here shine nicely. And I don't say that about every non-stim pre-workout. A lot of non-stim pre-workouts, I say, yeah, you know, it's like, you can kind of tell, or it's hard to tell. This one right here, maybe just knowing that alpha GPC, but I think that alpha GPC lion's mane mix, that Genius Pure, which is a cool ingredient, gives a really nice dialed in feeling, man. I think you're going to enjoy training non-stim on this, especially those who don't enjoy beta-alanine. If you want to play mad scientist, you can always throw your betas on there, and then you could be an alpha. But no, for real, the star of the show, solid pump on it, very nice pump, kind of a mix. You definitely feel the glycerol. I mean, you definitely feel that kind of swoller mind-muscle connection pump. It's not a super dry pump. This is more of that swole, I feel the muscle activated pump. So if you love that super dry pump, this isn't it. This is more of that swole, mind-muscle connection, which is kind of like nootropics when you feel the muscle activated and stuff. And there's solid endurance and power output. It was nice to stack. The reason I like it is because there's only 4 grams of citrulline, so you could really stack it on any pre-workout that has 6 grams of citrulline or less, in my opinion. You know, a lot of them are diminishing returns. If they already have 8 grams, I wouldn't stack a full scoop of this on, or any of it. I just wouldn't use that, because that's 12 grams of citrulline, and from what I know, it gives you diminishing returns really over 10 or 11, kind of, but you never know, man. As I said, don't judge it by the label. I just personally sit any pre-workout with 6 grams of citrulline or less, or no citrulline or whatever. This makes a great stackable product. So I like using this. I would say probably more stackable than by itself, but it's a completely acceptable non-stim pre-workout. I mean, they're giving you multiple pump ingredients, power output, multiple nootropics, and the Synactive. I think it's a really nice, well-rounded, non-stim pre-workout, especially for those who don't like beta-alanine. I mean, there's only so much I could say about it. You know, pumps are pumps, so definitely apparent, more swole. You feel the swollenness, little vascularity, but it's more of that swole glycerol pump that puffs you out. You have kind of a puffy look. You look full, swole, out of control in the mirror, and as I said, it's one of most non-stim pre-workouts I take. I'd say only like 30% of them do I really feel a dialed in like focus where I'm like, man, that's pretty apparent. And this is one of them. I think that Lion's Mane, Alpha GPC, that Genius Pure trademark, you don't see that in a lot. So I think it's a good mix, man. I think it's a nice, well-rounded formula. Is it the craziest pumps ever? They're pretty dang good. I mean, how good can pumps be? It depends how you're training. So it definitely brings that, you know, that pump out of you if you train properly. I like the focus in it, and I felt like I had good endurance and power output. As I said, I've only used it a couple times. I thought it was a nice, well-rounded formula without beta-alanine. That's what I got, man. I'm not here shining no historic schlong, giving it to you straight. I think the star of the show is the nootropics in it, really, man. And then followed by that nice kind of swole pump. It's a definitely solid, acceptable non-stim pre-workout, and also a very solid, stackable product. So it's kind of that middle of the road where you can use it either one. God bless all you. I'll link below where to get it with a code if you want it. That's what I got. Together, let's get this dang muscle. I'm out.